Welcome back to the back nine of the second round of the Canadian National Disc Golf Championships, brought to you guys by Play It Again Sports. I'm your host, Luke Humphries. We are on Prince Edward Island. And just like that, Thomas Gilbert, 7 under in his front nine. You can see his scorecard right there. Came out scorching hot, 5 in a row. Matt Bell, bogey free, but off of the pace. Bryan Freese, bogey free as well, but again, off the pace. Casey Hanemayer, playing pretty good as well. Finished 9 with a bogey, the only bogey that we saw on that entire first front nine video, which was pretty crazy. Pretty wooded track out here, lots of birch trees and elevation that we saw on that front nine. Looking for that to continue. Par 3, 459 feet. With a bunch of trees to miss. I'm guessing there's no over the top route, so these guys are going to be throwing up the middle full speed. We're going to see Thomas first. Wasn't super stoked about the release. This one considerably downhill. Dude, Matt Bell whizzing through a gap he didn't intend to, but he'll take it nonetheless. 28 feet out for his birdie. Crazy hole we've got here. Just needs to get down.
Yeah, good shot.
Yeah, it's about 40 feet away from the basket. Hard to tell how obstructed he'll be. We'll have to wait and see. This one needed to be much flatter. That was the stable FX2 that Casey's been throwing. Wow. Stable fairway driver in Thomas's hand. He's just looking at a roller angle line. I think he just forced it over a little too much. And he'll be next to play for his par. Gotta sit down. Oh. Nice gentleman offering his condolence for the effort. Oh, that's a nice touchy little forehand from Casey. He's really got all the shots. He's showed us everything from forehand to backhand, overhand, touchy forehand putter there. He's got a nice repertoire. Not a bad bid from Bryan out of the brush. Now Matt for the lone birdie. Buckets. He seemed to be finding the stroke later in that front nine. That one looked very confident. Now for a bogey putt, he's got to have it right here. For sure. Closest competitor picked up a birdie. You can't drop 2 strokes, and that lead now cut to 2.
Guys, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Heading into hole 11. It's par 3, 310, not overly long, but very tight. This narrow uphill hallway is what the players are looking at. Basket tucked off to the right. Kind of helps the forehand shot for those wanting to hit the gap, looking straight at it. Matt Bell, not one of those, but there's a fast disc in his hand. 1 foot away, maybe less. Just trying to use all of that height, used a little more than he had.
All the way through?
Seems like it'd be a tall ask based on what I've seen. These things are stacked pretty tight. I like this play right here. If it pushes past that tree that Casey was asking for it to push past, you've given yourself a putt. Thomas opting backhand as well, though. That's his flippiest FX2. Ooh, hits his hand on, go in. Oh my goodness. Hopefully he's all right. Looked like he hit his hand there and then nearly threw in. What commitment to line. Wow. Incredible deep putt outside circle 2 from Thomas up the hill. His jump putt power is enormous. Okay. Everybody said yeah. Sounded like some stuff early. Chip shot from Casey. Okay, so this is where Bryan landed. Now for par. Wow, very confident putt. Great looking stroke. Yep. Thomas has looked very confident on those so far this entire tournament. Matt Bell toying with the basket a little bit. Headed into hole 12, par 3, 275. Bit of a left to right turning fairway. Again, a very tight hallway. That basket then goes back to the left. Might see these guys go with a stable Anheuser release, kind of letting that thing flex back out. Doesn't look like a forehand shot to me. Couple feet left of ideal from Matt. And, oh man. I thought he was going to prove me wrong, but he might have proved me right. It doesn't feel like a forehand shot. Well, let's see if Casey, okay. Second chance. A3. I see what he's going for, though. There is that left gap. This feels like the pure line here. Yeah. Just beeline a stable putter up that right gap. Wow, tricky lie here from Bryan. Lots of trees in the way. When he gets ready to play, when he's set, he just fires that thing. I like it. Doesn't let the mind inhibit the body from reacting to a target and executing. Matt. It mentions to the camera he was trying to make it. We know, Matt. Everybody who watches disc golf knows you're always trying to make it. Almost made that one. It's like that's 3 for 3 jump putts that I've seen from Bryan that really just feel like his body's getting ahead of his stroke a bit. He's obviously hit a bunch of them in his time, or he wouldn't be doing it like that. But just an observation. And he'll card the bogey. Keeping a good attitude about it, though, seems. Here we go, hole 13. A shorty, 220. Not much to it other than 42 trees in your way, including a 4-pack right before the basket. You can play this one, excuse me, 6 different ways. Forehand flex, forehand hyzer, forehand chip, and then all the backhands as well. This is literally thrower's choice. Thomas is going to raise his right foot up right before he throws so that his supporting, wow, that's crazy. He hits that little pack inside the circle, though. Matt Bell looking at the same line. Just cheating the far edge of this box. Yeah, again, right about circle's edge. Look at this. You don't see it very often. Making sure they raise that right foot up so it's only the left supporting. That was brilliant. Thank you. Everybody's doing it. Bryan being honest.
Oh, yeah.
Saying he doesn't trust himself. Throwing it up there to drop in range. Matt will be first, just outside the circle. Standing on some logs. Balance an issue. Not for the former surfer. Matt Bell, plenty of balance. More where that came from. Straddle from Thomas now. He will drop a stroke to Matt. Good birdie from Bryan. And the beta play from Casey, showing how it's done. Keeping the bag on for that one. Hole 14, an uphill par 4 that doesn't allow the guys really any chance to open up. It's more of a placement shot, something right around here. And then you turn left and go, wow, through these narrow gaps. Incredibly tight and uphill with a kink in it. This is no easy par 4. It's only 500 feet, but feels like a birdie here would feel great. Okay, a little early from Matt, but he may have a chance right there. Kind of cheated the corner. See if he got away with it. Kind of similar spot. Maybe a little better. Feels like they're both tailing off left a little quick. This is kind of more like it. Oh, yeah. Flipping his disc up to flat. That was a great shot from Bryan. Wow, that is right by Bryan's. Great shot from Thomas. Just a little too much anhyzer angle from Matt. If that thing got to flat, it would have skipped, slid, Gotten him up there for a putt, but he's back in position now. Casey, look at that thing. What? Park job. Had to be a flippy disc and just pured that gap. Well, yeah, not the best kick, but not the worst either. That'll be a long jump putt for Thomas. Up there for his par, I'd guess. Now from a similar position, Bryan. Oh, just that one to miss. All right, Matt. Buzzing the tower just over the top. Good bid from him. A little forehand pitch from Bryan. Now Thomas looks like he's got a little inside route. Feels like a comfortable stance. Ooh. Nearly rings it up. Probably 15, 20 feet uphill. Hard standstill putt. Yeah, all the way in the bush. Nice putt from Matt.
Nice birdie.
And Casey, just a drop-in birdie. Some good golf we've seen from him early on in this back nine. Headed to hole 15, par 4, 680 feet. The fairway's going to drop down and move to the right extremely. Wow, almost hooking around. Makes me think a high forehand hyzer is going to be the choice. Trying to land about there. Yeah, we'll see how these guys play at 680 feet elevation on their side, but doesn't seem to be a gimme. Man, that thing just turned over a little more than Casey intended. Great power from him, though. All right, Matt going backhand. Less than full speed. Just started that one right of intended. A little frustrated. This might just be a mid-range. From Bryan asking for a little flip. And that's not bad. It stays on the edge. Thomas, this is his favorite D2 to forehand. He can absolutely smash that thing. But it comes out way early. That is not what he wanted. He'll be first to play. Oh, man. After that 7 under front nine, Thomas definitely coming back down to earth. Experiencing some troubles here on 15.
Oh, I wanted to though. On the edge for me.
I don't think it's on the edge. It could be. Wow. Incredible to get all the way down there. And then that is back-to-back shots that Thomas made contact with a tree within 15 feet of his shot. That thing was up in the air for a long time, too. Hard to tell exactly where it landed, but people were clapping. That's always a good sign. Okay, 120 feet away, downhill. Great long jump putt from Thomas. Make it easy. Avoid taking too many overstrokes. Nice out from Matt. Now we've seen it throughout this round and the last. Players are just off of the fairway. You see Casey almost make that. And they're needing to throw it through a small gap just to get up and down. 40, 50 feet away from the basket and with tricky outs. As we see Bryan just a little bit high there. Bogey from Thomas. Par from Matt Bell. That means this is a one-stroke game, ladies and gentlemen. Back out in the open, these gorgeous grassy fields. Par 4, 644, but this is a beast of a hole. Playing all the way up to the top of this hill, getting even more extreme right at the green. It's going to take 2 full shots. That's a great start from Matt. Looks like you've got OB left, OB right. Got to keep it in the short stuff. Casey going D3. Oh yeah, hangs it out all the way over the OB.
Out of bounds. He said safe. I walked off. Yeah, good shot, Bryan.
Yeah, it's heading towards that out of bounds, but no, great shot. Let's see what Thomas can do. I was wondering about this. Is that a roller? No. Just a big Annie air shot. All right, let's see what these guys can do. Huge second shot approaching them. All right, Matt Bell getting up to circle 2. That's 40 feet for his birdie. This is that FX2 Thomas is throwing, so he's inside comfortable approach range. And if you got the distance right, which he almost did, that one is close. Not a gimme, but close. Casey throwing same disc 2 times in a row. Oh yeah, inside the circle as well. None of these guys parked, but... Oh, do it. Ooh. Touchy little bit from Bryan. See if Matt can get it started. There we go. Nice one from Casey. Oh, that would have pushed his lead to 2 strokes. Matt just dodged a bullet right there. He had to figure Thomas was in on that one. Thomas has shown no signs of letting up. That putting green has been a super solid spot for him throughout this tournament thus far. As we've mentioned, as I've talked about, he hasn't looked at all shaky, and that one super questionable heading into hole 17 now. 393 OB. Anywhere that's not in the short grass, and that is inside the circle long on this hole, players got to dial that distance in. Make sure they don't accidentally get a hold of it. Beautiful forehand from Casey. Oh, that's right there. Oh. Matt started that thing really right. And he'll have another 40-footer for his birdie. Not going to be super stoked about that. Yeah, I like that. Distance looks to be right. Okay. I mean, Thomas has thrown this thing. Do we have a counter 10 times maybe this round? That's going to be early. Looking short left from him. Still good. All right, Matt doesn't miss 2 of these in a row. Oh. Stand corrected. A little bit of a frustrating round for him on the putting green. Couple early misses inside the circle late and some opportunities there at the end. Not capitalizing on, but Bryan Freese is. Good putt from him. Great putt from Thomas Gilbert. That lead is 2 strokes now as they head into 18. Casey Hanemayer putting together a great back nine. Really solid shots he's throwing. That forehand was beautiful. Kept it on hyzer, high. Just a one-angle shot. Gotta love it. Hole 18, par 4, 835 feet. Just a beautiful look at the valley right here. And it's all right there in front of you. OB comes into play right of the basket. These guys get a chance to open up for one of the few times on this round. Let the big dog eat. Show the people what they came to see. That was a great shot from him. Pretty controlled, I'd say. There is OB to be weary of, but you have the opportunity to let the disc fly here. Good shot from him. That'll leave a large second shot, though. We'll see if he goes for the green. Stay high. Stay high. Oh, my goodness. Would have been OB if there wasn't that grass cutout. Crazy. What a great break from Thomas. He's way back here out of bounds if he doesn't have that land inbounds. Matt Bell, definitely safer. I feel like Thomas has about 70, 80, maybe even 100 feet on these guys. Are you kidding me, Matt? That's a shot right there, man. Outside circle too, but fantastic. Oh, yeah. Pretty close to Matt. I said circle 2. I meant circle 1. They'll both have looks at birdies and crowds forming, as you can see. Pretty cool to see the Canadian community come out and represent. Thomas now. Opting for a FX2 forehand, and this one's a bit early. He's going to have a chance. Outside circle 1. None of these guys pinning it. Let's see if Matt can get him started. Man, it's just not his day. Missing right, you just don't see him do it. He's on the pole most of the time. Brian wanted that one. Everybody wanted that one. Pretty cool to see him lining the rim. There we go. Casey playing some great golf today. In a big position, too. He's got to have some pressure on him. Came down, played some Pro Tour events this year. Had some good finishes as well. Nice to see Bryan Freese play. Great two-way player. We'll see Matt Bell again in our final round, as well as Thomas Gilbert and Casey Hanemayer. We'll take a quick look at these guys' cards. A few more bogeys on this back nine than we had on the front. Matt Bell, though, playing the clean card. 9 under, just 2 behind Thomas Gilbert now. Casey Hanemayer finishing with 5 of 6. That's a great play right there. We are going to be joined tomorrow by Gillis McDougall. That is a fantastic name. Congratulations on that mouthful, Gillis. Can't wait to watch you play tomorrow. And congratulations on earning your way onto this card. Thank you guys for joining us. My name's Luke Humphries. We'll see you for that final round.